What do we have for Virgo? High Priestess, Pisces energy at the foundation of the reading. Virgo, I feel like you're dealing with individuals that have come back from your past, whether these are friends, family members, exes, that are trying to do things to affect your progress on the path that you are on. However, I feel like these individuals are trying to use some sort of cloak so you don't know it's them, right? So this can be people trolling you if you have social media. It can even be happening through email, people making fake accounts, trolling your business, whatever it is, take it as it fits. But this is also an energy that's been in the collective now for about 6 weeks to 2 months. A lot of trolling, a lot of stalking, and this is because we're getting ready to enter into a new cycle. We're going into the new year. So there's a lot of people that haven't done the work that are going to be left behind. These people are jealous because you're succeeding and they have zero potential because they've been putting all their time into focusing on everyone else's success and where they're going in life, as opposed to putting that energy into the things that they may have potential at, okay? This is not your problem, and you're being called not to engage with these energies. And I've also been picking up on an individual inside your energy that has been engaging in this trolling, this stalking, whatever it may be for you, that has been trying so hard to get you to react to what they're doing. But you need to stay silent, Virgo, okay? This is all going to stop, and it's going to stop suddenly. All of a sudden, you won't hear from this person again because this person is preparing to go to jail. And this is going to let you know that something has happened in their life that is actually blocking them from being able to use these tactics against you anymore. And this is going to be a very clear indication that the divine is working in your favor because you are on your path. High Priestess at the foundation. This is an energy of divine guidance, which is what you are under right now, Virgo. The energy surrounding you feels very important. It feels very protected. It feels very attacked, and this is all because of where the divine is guiding you to. What do we have at the sacral, please? Okay. Yep. All right. So we're going to take this 9 of Swords, but I have the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, where the divine is guiding you to. Celebration, legacy kind of energy, abundance. 9 of Swords, but we have a few more steps to take, Virgo, before we get there. This is what you're dealing with right now. See, they're trying to create some sort of anxiety, grief, depression, an energy of you feeling attacked. They're trying to pull you back into this old energy that you've escaped from, is what I just heard. So I feel for a lot of you, this is family dynamics that you are finally able to break free of after probably several years underneath this black cloud. Lack mentality is what I just heard. Okay, so these are the kinds of people, and this may have been you at one point too, Virgo. Chances are it probably was because we've all gone through this. But they're the kinds of people who talk about everything they're going to do and never do it. And I feel that this is the influence you had around you. So even though that was never your intention, you were never able to put one foot in front of the other and actually go after your true heart's desires, your dreams, the things that you know the divine was calling you to go towards because you were surrounded by these energies. It's damn near impossible to try and succeed, Virgo, when you have people around you that aren't supportive of you. You're better off not having anyone around you at all until you make the necessary changes in your life. You start getting on this path to success because you're fully focused on yourself and the mission at hand. And then once you're in alignment, you will start coming in contact with your new soul tribe, the people that are actually a part of this new version of yourself, or the version of yourself that was always meant to be. See, the Virgo collective, I feel, has been, I just heard, under lock and key. It's as if the devil had assigned individuals into your life to keep you from something because of what you are setting out to do in your life. Now, each and every one of us has a purpose here. Each and every one of us is supplied with a mission statement before we even incarnate into this life cycle. But most, if not all of our life is trying to remember what that actually is, okay? Because we have been birthed into the devil's matrix where we have little to no recollection of the divine source and God. We have to relearn everything as soon as we come into this life cycle. But I feel a lot of you have actually always had some sort of recollection of being connected to the divine. An example of this, Virgo, when I was about 4 years old, my family sent me to preschool, and I came back singing Jesus Loves Me. And my family is not religious at all. If anything, they're more satanic than they are believers in God. But they were laughing about it and said that they had to send me to another school because of this. All right. But the reason why I'm saying this, they don't really know where that came from. Okay, if it's something I picked up at school, if it's something that just came out of nowhere, this is the similar energy that I'm getting for you. And I always had this feeling inside of me like a presence of God. Even when I was really young, I was reading the children's Bible. I read it over and over and over again. I was really fascinated by it, and it seemed so natural, and I remember it so well. I even remember the illustrations that were on these pages inside this children's Bible. So this is similar to what I'm picking up for you, Virgo. There's always been this fascination. There's always been this connection. There's always been this sense of you feeling guided by something. And it wasn't until I was fully into my awakening in my adult life that I could see clearly that I was being guided that whole entire time, but I hadn't fully gone through the awakening process yet. I was very much asleep. I was very much living a karmic kind of lifestyle. I had to go through all the rounds. I had to go through all the healing. I had to know what it was like to get from point A to point B, and I had to be fully experienced holding a certain level of wisdom to be able to step into my purpose, which is sitting here with all of you, trying to help support you on this path as well. Okay, so this is very similar to what I'm picking up for you, Virgo. There's a certain level of importance that I'm picking up from your energy right now, and this is why you are under this level of attack. But in saying that, Virgo, it really comes down to the way you handle it. Nothing can harm you except yourself. Right? So these energies will try and get you to give up, essentially get you to self-sabotage. See, that's the devil's only tactic, is to get you to self-sabotage. Why do you think he tries to get people to sell their soul? That is somebody self-sabotaging. It's based off of lies. It's based off of manipulation. So as annoying as this may be, Virgo, and it very well could have you up at night, okay? Waking up in what I call hot bed, right? The sheets are hot. You're having weird dreams. I also feel that right now, Virgo, your dreams are very vivid. A lot of the times when we're having these sort of weird dreams going through these awakenings, it's hard to remember our dreams or make sense of them, but I actually feel that the dream space is very clear right now. You're seeing the people that are doing this to you, and the divine is showing you in a manner that is so clear. There's no sort of twists and turns to the messages. It is what it is. It's like they're showing you in metaphor, in the dream space, exactly what is happening here. What do we have? The solar plexus, please. Wow, what a card to follow what I just said. You're leaving this lack mentality behind. Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy in reverse. See, this is the cycle that you were in, right, with these individuals. These are the kinds of people that make you feel more alone than when you're actually alone. These are empty, soulless shells of human beings that are used as vessels for the underworld, for the devil. And these individuals here have done everything in their power to block you from seeing your highest potential. This is their worst fear. Because the problem for them here, Virgo, is it forces them to have to look at themselves in the mirror. They have to face themselves, and that is not something that these individuals want to do, okay? That's probably the scariest thing to them, is to actually be able to stare at themselves in the mirror after you have stepped into success in the wake of them trying to use every tactic in the book to stop you. It's in these moments that they start to think, wow, if I would have just supported Virgo, I could have been on that path with them. But in saying that, Virgo, it doesn't come from a good space. It's only to try and take what you have or to leech off of you. See, these individuals are trapped inside the material world. It's almost as if I don't want to say they're blocked from awakening, because they can always surrender to the divine and get on path. But it's as if they're so far gone and so much damage has been done that they would rather just completely give up than have to go down the path to retribution. They know that when it comes to the divine and retribution, it's an eye for an eye. It's a tooth for a tooth, and then a little extra. We can also see that these two individuals are seemingly outside the church, right? It's like they're out in the cold. They could go in there. They could surrender. But they'd rather stay out in the cold, limping down the street with a broken leg, freezing, bandage on their head. Looks like he's on crack. Some of these people could have substance abuse issues. Actually, I'm picking that up heavily here with this High Priestess and Nine of Swords. These are the people that are attacking you. For some of you, this could have been circles that you were around. Maybe in the past, you used to drink too much or something else. It doesn't have to be for all of you, but for some of you, I am picking that up. And these energies want to pull you back into that energy. That's where the devil wants you. And if it's not substance abuse, it could be behavioral patterns, certain ways of living that aren't in alignment with your higher self. What do we have at the heart, please? King of Cups. Wow. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And I got the moon right here as well. And the Queen of Cups, Two of Wands, Tower. Yeah, it's like you're moving on from something here. It's actually quite heavy now. Emphasizing what I'm picking up here. Just an overall energy of a course redirection for you, Virgo. You've just leveled up. You've changed. And these individuals refuse to accept that. These are the kinds of individuals that want to come back into your life and tell you who you are based off of an old version of you. And for some of you, you haven't even seen these people for several years. That Five of Pentacles is really staring me in the face. So maybe 5 years. But you've made a complete turnaround, or this is happening right now. But it's extreme, Virgo. There's a lot of jealousy here. I can feel it inside the energy. But you're in this King of Cups energy. It's an energy of stoicism. Okay, I just heard some of you need to take on more of this energy, right? And we can all take on a little bit more stoicism. But it really is the only way to move, Virgo, when you're having success in your life, because the way you react to these opposing energies very much has an influential effect on the success you're currently having, right? You want to stay humble, you want to stay grounded, you want to stay balanced, emotionally balanced. What you've built, Virgo, is here to stay, or what you're building is going to stay. It's going to last because you're building with the divine. When you build with the divine, you know all the details by which that structure was built. I was just saying in the Aries reading, it's like you know all the measurements, you know all the nuts and bolts, you know everything about the foundation that you are sitting on. As opposed to taking an offer from the devil, in which the devil is the architect of that foundation. You don't know anything about it. It can be ripped out from underneath you in a moment's notice. Which, I feel for a lot of these individuals, if not all of them, that's the path they chose. These are the kinds of people that may have had some level of success in their life, Virgo, before you. Maybe really put it in your face or made you feel bad about where you were. But it was all built by the devil. And so now, after they've lost everything, you're having success or you're going towards it, and it's all been built by the divine. I'm hearing that you were grinding while they were faking their success. Right? I don't know why, but I'm picking up on somebody who goes out and spends all their money on a Louis Vuitton handbag, but doesn't know how they're going to pay their rent the next day. These are these kinds of people. What do we have at the throat, please? Nine of Wands, Sag energy in reverse at the throat. Yeah, these individuals are hoping that you drop your guard, Virgo. You need to keep your boundaries up with these individuals. They're trying to say things to you, throat chakra energy, to make you think that you're on the wrong path, that you're making some sort of error in judgment. There's a very opinionated, loud, gossipy energy that I'm picking up from these individuals. It's like they want you to be paranoid. They want you to be on edge. But you need to have faith, Virgo. You need to keep pushing through this energy. 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands in reverse. So right on the precipice of change, right? So these are the tactics they're using. 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. These can be seen as pretty harsh energies in combination with these other cards and this particular spread that I have on this table right now. They know that you're this close, right? So they're going all in. Virgo, you just need to do whatever you can to try and shut these energies out. It feels very noisy. It feels like they're trying to create traffic in your mind. Sometimes it's unavoidable, right? Especially when it comes in the form of an email. You don't know what you're opening up, especially if it comes from an unknown email address. Like you don't even have a choice as to what goes into your mind and what doesn't. The best thing that I can tell you, Virgo, is to just take some deep breaths. Know you're protected because you're on path. Don't worry. No one can harm you, okay? It's all out of jealousy. It's all out of envy. And if anything, it's just further confirming that you were on the right path. These individuals aren't going to waste their time on people that aren't doing important things. It's destroying them to know that you were once in their life and now you have this level of importance. You're on a path that they can't be a part of with you. Some of these people feel like what you have built should be theirs. But whatever you do, Virgo, don't drop your guard. What do we have at the third eye, please? Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy at the third eye. This goes along with what I'm saying because this is the path you're on. You're working on something. See how you have this armor on? It's like you're protected. And then you have this coin in your hand, which I feel is, it's like something you're birthing, right? Manifesting. Something having to do with your path, your purpose. You need to protect this. Don't speak about this. Don't share this with anyone. Don't ever share what you're manifesting into your life with anybody. Just do it, okay? Because we live in a world that's all influenced by energy, Virgo. And it's become much more clear that this is the case in the most recent years. So the influence that people can have over the things you're manifesting into your life can literally make or break what it is you're trying to materialize. My entire life, I shared with individuals what it was I was trying to manifest into my life, and nothing fully came to manifestation ever. It wasn't until I went my own way, kept my mouth shut, did I finally see things begin to materialize into my life, which was a clear indication that there was negative influence around me. And you know, this can be you sharing something with somebody, and then behind your back, they're talking about it with somebody else, like talking down on you, like, oh, Virgo's so weird. Or, yeah, I had this conversation with Virgo today. You'll never guess what they're trying to manifest into their life. They think they're going to be able to do this and that and blah, blah, blah. This is a form of black magic. It's word witchery. It's uttering these words into the ethers around what you're doing, okay? And depending on who the other person is that they're sharing this with, it could have some sort of an influence. It could have some sort of an impact, okay, on your relationship, your reputation. There's so many different ways this can unfold, Virgo. But for the sake of whatever this is you're trying to birth into your life, you need to move in a very methodical, very cautious, thorough manner. And this third eye position is all related to your visions, your imagination. This is very possible, Virgo, but you have to follow this blueprint we're laying out for you here. This is how you do this. And this is very practical, Virgo. At the end of the day, it all comes down to self-love, self-worth, and confidence. This is how you pull this off. Shutting out the opposing energies, the opinions of others, taking all of your guidance and seeking validation from the divine only. One of the most dangerous things you can do, Virgo, is seek validation from another individual in regards to something you're building in your life, because you never know how somebody truly feels about you until it's too late. What do we have at the crown, please? Devil. Capricorn energy at the crown. You never know what somebody feels about you until it's too late. These are individuals that will smile in your face, Virgo, make you feel like they're on your side, they're supporting you, but they're mainlining you bad advice. There's an ulterior motive behind everything they do or say when it comes to you. These are individuals that want to keep you in some sort of form of bondage. It's an energy of restriction, very compulsive energy, which is what I'm picking up, right? It's their compulsion to keep you in bondage is at an all-time high right now. And it's to the point where it's so obvious who it is, Virgo. They know that they've been exposed in some capacity here, but they're all in. They don't even care. It's like do or die for these individuals. I was saying in the Aries reading, because I picked up a similar sort of energy, it's like they're going in harder. It's like all guns a-blazing. Because the only other option to this is surrendering to the divine. But, like I was saying, they don't want to do that because of the karmic retribution that is attached to surrendering after all of the wickedness that they have mainlined into the collective. And Virgo, I was saying how it's like you've always had this light inside of you. You've always had the essence of God in you. And I feel it's the same for these individuals, but not God, okay? The devil. It's like they were born evil, born wicked. It's like this individual or individuals, it's like they're your arch nemesis. What do we have at the foundation, please? 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Shadow Virgo energy at the foundation of the reading. So this goes along with everything that we've picked up in this reading, Virgo. This is them trying to keep you in your shadow. So bringing out all the worst characteristics in you to keep you from awakening, getting you to self-sabotage, ill-advising you as a means to create setbacks in your life. For some of you, picking up siblings, family members, it's like they saw this light in you from birth, right? Unicorn. But see how this unicorn's kind of down and out? Instead of nurturing and helping you get to this space sooner, they wanted to lock you away in darkness. A beautiful unicorn. They did this to you because you have the presence of God inside of you. If you ask these people why they hated you, they wouldn't even be able to give you a straight answer because they don't know. And that's a clear indication it's because of the light. It just irritates the demons inside of them. They hate you because God loves you. But just know it was all a part of your path because of the wisdom that you had to gain from going through this darkness. It's like you have this story to tell. You are a master of awakening. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 3 9s on the table. What do we have at the sacral, please? Oh, wow. Unbelievable. The Fool cameo. See, here they are, right? Whenever I get this Fool, it's shadow Fool energy. So it's an energy that creates resistance in your life. Very reckless, but very sneaky as well. I wonder if Virgo will even notice me. The person, people, whoever it may be, could look like that, right? Could be somebody middle-aged. And whenever I look at this card, it looks like, well, you don't know what gender it is. There's a mustache and a goatee, but then it looks like breasts, kind of feminine-looking legs a little bit, right? This person could look like this. Maybe it's a sibling or a mother or something. It's kind of wicked, and they got a mustache. I don't know, Virgo. It's kind of what I'm picking up here. Low-hanging belly, something like this. But it's like they're tiptoeing around like, tra-la-la, Virgo will never know it was me. But the veil's been ripped down. This is what we were just saying. You see this now. This is this person you're dreaming about. 9 of Swords. Yeah, for a lot of you, you haven't seen this person in a while. And it's like the divine is showing you in your dream space who this person really is, who they've always been. It's taken time for this to take place, though. During the awakening process and you're starting to wake up to truths in your life, things that you just didn't fully realize before, we don't get it all at once, Virgo. The divine gives it to us little by little over time. Because if the divine showed you, let's say, from their perspective everything that took place in your life and why they're pushing you to awaken to all of this, it would be shocking. It would probably send you into some sort of catatonic state. Okay, so they give you little bits of information over time. This is how it goes down. Every day I wake up or I have some download in relation to a previous karmic cycle. I'm always putting little pieces together. This will go on for a lifetime. You know, you'll be in your old age and you'll look back at somebody or something that caused a lot of problems in your life, and you'll see it in a way that you hadn't seen it up until that moment. You know, you could be laying there, you're 90 years old, and you're like, son of a gun. I never saw it from that perspective before. It's just like the divine gives it to you in a way that you can handle, in a way where it's productive to the awakening process in that moment. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Wow. Page of Cups, Stolas, right underneath that Five of Pentacles. So remember how I was saying these individuals refuse to surrender, right? Oh, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't need to change anything about myself. And then they're showing up like this, Page of Cups, baby owl wearing a crown, right? It's basically somebody who is living a lie, living behind some sort of an illusion, but everybody can see them for who they are. But they just continue living the lie, thinking that they'll be able to fool people again. It's something like this. This person refuses to change. Very unevolved, very immature, completely repressed intuition, living in fear, but they'll act like, you know, they're the baddest bee around, right? Bully kind of energy. It's like the case of the bully picking on the wrong person and then turning out to be a big crybaby who's nothing but a coward. This is exactly what I'm picking up from this person. I feel like you're starting to see this now. You're not even affected by it anymore. This is why you're not even engaging. And this is the best way to move, Virgo. You just need to let the divine deal with this for you. There's nothing for you to see here. You have too much to focus on here and too much to lose. What do we have at the heart, please? Agiris, Five of Wands, immorality, Leo energy. Further reiterating what I just said, they want to engage you in conflict. It's like petty drama, bickering over nothing. They want to tell you who you are, and then they want you to argue back at them like, that's not who I am, that's who you are. A lot of gaslighting here as well. See, they know what they're doing, but they're just doing this to get a reaction out of you. Because Virgo, again, these are all desperate attempts at taking your precious life clock minutes away from you, right? The devil only has to take a few minutes from you for it to be considered a win. You know, the devil works in a very incremental fashion. The whole point is to distract you, take those precious minutes away from you that you would otherwise be putting in to your path ahead, your purpose. I just heard, I got you to look, right? It's this distracting kind of energy. And then we have the Three of Wands, Jalil, love and wisdom, Aries energy. So here you are looking back. You're starting to understand some things now, Virgo, right? You're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. These people are so wicked. It's like you're holding your pulse, right? Am I even alive? I don't even know who these people are. Mom? Dad? Those devil horns growing out of your head? Right? It's just like you don't even recognize these people anymore. It's like the version of them that you once knew doesn't even exist. It was all an act. It's like everybody's acting a specific way. I just heard the devil's script, right? Unbelievable. So this is you starting to understand this now. But whatever the case, Virgo, there's this visionary energy that I'm picking up from you. Okay? The divine is preparing you for expansion. So you need to keep pushing forward. And see King of Cups stacked with this energy that almost looks kind of emotional, right? See right here? Looks like you're almost crying. You have like bags under your eyes. You're like, oh my God, why'd you do that to me? Why'd you treat me that way? And then King of Cups, stoic. I'm no longer affected by this. They're all demons. I need to stay focused on the path ahead. See how it's almost like bug eyes, right? It's like you're trying really hard not to look back. You've got a little toe in the water, like, tra-la-la, I don't care what they did to me anymore, right? It's like an energy of like reprogramming your mind. And this is very effective too. I know this is hard sometimes, Virgo, not to get consumed by the thoughts, the emotions of the past. But it will get easier the further down this path you go. What do we have at the throat, please? Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So now we have high vibrational Virgo energy on the table. Mebahia, the eternal God. Intellectual lucidity provides consolation and compensations. So this is the divine now, providing you with all the tools you need inside this new life cycle to get the job done, Virgo, right? Whatever this represents for you. It's like you're taken from this energy of being underneath this dark cloud to an energy of comfort. You're being compensated for everything you've been through. I just heard mission complete, right? Very stable, secure energy that you're now making your way through. What do we have at the third eye place? Wow. Ace of Swords. Mabel. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Victory. God above all names elevated. Affinity and friendship. Obtain the friendship of anyone. So what I was saying about getting on path and coming into alignment with new people, new friends, new family, soul tribe energy. But it's like you have to leave these energies behind, right? There they are back there. It's like that person on the ground right there, right? Is this person? Is this person, right? They're not so big and bad anymore. But now they're emphasizing your mental strength. So stoicism, mental strength. So having the mental strength to not allow them to get into your head, Virgo. This is key here. This is not easy, all right? Especially this day and age because we're being bombarded. There's so much distraction coming in from every angle. And most of this is devil energy, right? Trying to distract us from our path. So however this may be showing up for you, you got to get this under control, all right? And this is ongoing, Virgo, okay? Because we live inside the world that we live in, we need to always be on our P's and Q's. Constant maintenance. What do we have at the crown, please? Death, Mamma Mia, Scorpio energy, to close out the reading. I couldn't have asked for a more perfect card, Virgo. God, the end of the universe. Endings and rebirth influences health and longevity. This is Phoenix rising from the ashes energy at the crown to close out the reading. So this is you now having completely transformed, moving on from these previous cycles, accepting the changes that the divine is bringing into your life, not seeking any sort of support or validation from any of these individuals or really anybody on your path. You have everything you need right inside of you, by way of your intuition and your connection with the divine, Virgo, which is very, very strong. And what you're going to start to realize is it's always been there. It just became calcified, or you were distracted from being able to nurture this connection, right? You've always had that divine tether connected to you from the moment of inception. You've always had that light inside of you, and these energies tried to do everything they could to put out that light and cut that divine tether. And this is the illumination that is being brought into your life. And this is the reason why you are being put in this position of power and influence, however this may show up in your reality. Virgo, this is the energy I have available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Virgo. Take care.